Man, welcome to my YouTube channel. Hey man, it's been a while, y'all. It's been a while, man. Just say, man, hope everybody doing good out there, man. Hey, my bad for being away for a minute. Promise you, I ain't gonna be away too long, man. I ain't gonna leave y'all too long no more, man. Man. I just is I'm sitting in my car thinking, man, and letting people know, man. Just because Bill moved to the suburbs and got his life on track, not in the street anymore, moving in peace. Just know, man. We grew up, man, but we still got our ear out there in the street, man. We still know what's going on, man. I don't care where you at, man. You can be on the west side, from the, how could I say this, man? From the north suburbs to the northwest suburbs to the southwest suburbs to the south suburbs to the east, northwest Indiana. We our ears to the street, man. We everywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like a resource center, man. I know what's going on everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, man, I said on here before, too much knowledge and too much knowing things can be a dangerous thing. It can be a gift and a curse at times, you know what I'm saying? Because knowing too much, man, it can damage things, you know what I'm saying? It can damage things, man. And I always said, just being knowledgeable about things can be a gift and a curse. Cause you know, sometimes you want to be, I ain't gonna say you want to be naive to situations, because don't nobody want to be naive to situations. But sometimes I'm gonna say this: it's best to be naive to situations if it's something good, because having too much knowledge about things and going about doing things, man, it can affect your way of living and affect it can just affect a lot of things, man. So, you know, like I say, man, knowing too much can be a gift and a curse, man. And man, it's just hard, man. Because one thing about me, man, I had the best of both worlds. Like, I grew up in it, on the street. I was born in the street, man. And when I say I was born in the street, man, a lot of people say, a lot of people talk about how street they is. There's nothing to glorify or brag about. But I was born into that shit. Like, man, if I told you my life story, it's like, damn, man. This guy was born into this shit. But most people that understand that was a bad way of life, a bad way of living, they getting the fuck up out of that lifestyle. They removing that mentality from their thought process. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that think street, they changing the narrative. They won't, growing up in that shit, like growing up in the street, growing up fucked up, growing up in a very bad environment where everybody going to prison, getting killed, like that's nothing to glorify. I'm gonna just say that first and foremost on here. It's nothing to glorify when you dealing with bad ailments. Like, man, look, man, Rosen story coming soon. But when you dealing with stuff like that, man, it's too bad for your way of thinking and it always has your mind in turmoil. You know what I'm saying? And it's no way to live, man. There's nothing to glorify. Like, I don't like when people glorify the streets. I got a nephew that I'm mentoring now because, he was a part of that shit. Like, he was plugged into the matrix, as I called it. I had to unplug him. Look, man, you ain't finna, man, go down that route, man. Nephew was smoking weed, being disrespectful, want to fight people, his mom and dad, and man, look, man, let me pull you by your coattail, man, and show you a better way, because the way you thinking and living ain't right, and I understand, man, ain't nobody talking to you about this shit, but I am, because I don't want you to go that route. So I had to unplug him from the matrix, as I say, and just enlighten him on what he should be doing instead of what he was doing. Like, man, smoking weed and all that shit, man, it's no good for you. It makes your mind tweak. You know what I'm saying? You start talking crazy to people and doing shit like, man, you got to get off the drugs, man. First of all, I had to tell him, man, he doing good now, man. Nephew getting it together, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to, just mentor people to make them, man, see a better way and a better life. Like, I always instill in every kid that come around, not just my nephew, but my girl's son, you know what I'm saying? Anybody, any kid that's around me, you know what I'm saying, that think that shit is cool, that way of living is cool. I always instill in them, man, look, that ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? What's cool is being respectful to your mom and dad, and, man, just figuring out a way to be a good person. You know what I'm saying? Because all the bad people that thought that way of living was cool is not around anymore. And you want to be around, man. You want to be around forever. You want to be around, I ain't going to say forever, because we all got a date where we got to check out this motherfucker. But you want to live a good life, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's the goal, man. That's the goal in life. The goal in life is to live a good life, And that's why I try to tell these shorties, man. You don't want to end up in prison, in jail, man, for some dumb shit that, you know what I'm saying, you did or somebody you was with did. Man, you don't want to do that, man. I got a homie right now, man, did like 20 years, man. Was with my stupid ass cuz. And shout out to Cuz, man. Free Cuz, man. I ain't gonna say Cuz was stupid. Cuz just, we wasn't taught better. I'm gonna just say that, like, his father died. His father was in the street, man. I love my cousin Steve, man. Rest in peace to my cousin, man. Love him, man. Man taught me a lot when I was younger. You hear me? But when all the men in my family left early because of that mentality, and man, I don't want that for the new men that's in my family. Like they say, man, look, the Moody men are cursed. Like that's a curse. You know what I'm saying? That's been casted upon my family. Like, man, all the Moody men are cursed. It was like, nah, man, the Moody men just grew up not knowing better. They didn't have no real men in their life teaching them and instilling in them good things. Like my grandfather was a good man, went to the army, you know what I'm saying? Took care of his family from afar, but he wasn't around in the picture due to my grandmother. He had to, I went to Vegas, man, sat and talked with my grandfather for a whole day, me and my homie. Shout out to my homie Big Ride too, man. He was with me, man. We just, my grandfather just telling me the story like, man, look, man, I had to get out of there, man. Because it was ugly with me and your grandma. Either I was going to kill her or she was going to kill me. And I'm like, damn, y'all was going to kill each other. But, man, my grandfather had to get out of there. So my uncles and cousins, they didn't have no real men in their life. You know what I'm saying? My older uncles and older cousins. Because all of them was in the street, you know what I'm saying? My great uncle Big Nelson, my great uncle Richard, all the Moody men, man, they died early in life. So the generation next after them was my uncles and older cousins. They didn't have no type of guidance because the only man that was around after them was my grandfather. But he had to flee to the West Coast because he had to get out of Chicago. And man, just going out there talking with him, man, the little time that I did have with him, he instilled a lot of shit in me, man, about being a man. You know what I'm saying? And what you need to do. Like I said, I was telling my grandfather, man, look, I know you wasn't around, but man, I love you because I can remember that money you was sending every month for my mama to make sure we was straight. You know what I'm saying? You know, he had to take care of us from afar. You know, it wasn't no cell phones and stuff back then where you could communicate, you know, on a regular. But man, it was like the men in our family, man, was just, you know, each generation was taken away. You know, even my generation, you know, I lost, man, 3 cousins, man. You know, I always talk about it on here due to the street life, murdered, you know, and you know, that's like I tell people, man, who lose family members in the street, you know, that shit ain't gonna never go away, man. That pain gonna always be there, man. You know what I'm saying? That pain gonna always be there, you know, and you know, you just, you know, best thing you can do is just try to talk to the youth about being out here like that. Like I said, I saw my nephew going down that path. I had to pull him by his coattail. Nah, man, you not going that motherfucking route. Like, you not even finna have that thought process. Because guess what? We don't want that for you, man. You don't have to go around proving you tough and, you know, you ain't gonna, you know, man, look, we don't do that, man. You know, when you understand you a real nigga, man, and you understand, you know, the cloth you come from, you don't have to be that way, you know? When you know what type of cloth you cut from and you know what, you know, your origins or the type of niggas you come from, man, you don't gotta prove yourself to no nigga out here, man, that you a tough guy, man. All them niggas that did that shit, man, them motherfuckers either dead or gone. You know what I'm saying? Locked up some motherfucking way. I ain't gotta prove that shit to nobody, you know. You know, I don't gotta prove that I'm a tough guy, man. And, you know, man, you ain't gonna fuck like, man, look, man, when you young, you go through that shit. But when you understand, you don't, man. When you know how to outthink a motherfucker, and you know, when you get into it with somebody, cause they on some bullshit or whatever, you don't gotta go there to see, man, let's see who can hurt who, man. Look, brother, I don't want to destroy you, and I don't want you to destroy me. But since I know you feel some type of way about me because of who I am and what type of nigga I am, I'm going to fall back from it. Now, if I don't have no other choice but to fuck you over, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's going to be justified in self-defense, brother. Hey, I didn't start shit. You started with me. I just finished it. You know, but like I was telling my nephew, man, we don't go around starting shit with nobody. You know what I'm saying? We don't go around showing, you know, I'm the tough guy. We don't do none of that, man. Because guess what? That's not in your DNA, man. You know what I'm saying? You the type, man, look, when you understand people crash out here and do stupid shit, or they do dumb shit to you, man, you don't, you know, you outthink them, man. Like I say, man, I say this a million times on here. You know, you play chess and not checkers with motherfuckers. And I'm outthink you, man. Like I say, man, I go by the stoic, stoic, whatever it's called. I go by that ideology, man. That you know, but yeah, man.
New
So
text message from +17089639328.
No new noise. I don't want advice, nigga. Keep let a nigga touch me. I'ma have to show you something. I'ma have your family. Ain't me. I put it on her face and gave her all white towels so she could clean. I'm baby Jesus. Sometimes I wear it once and give it away. Sometimes I hit clean. Go. You want me to get knocked out? I'ma come burn a nigga hot.
Nah, man. See, one thing, man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Man. Shout out to you, bro. Look, man, we don't take things personal, man. So we don't get to a point where we want to put cause violence on clients. It's like, man, look, as long as a client don't do nothing to me, like put their hands on me, man, I come in peace, brother. Because like I tell my clients, when they got a hostile personality or they on some bullshit, hey, man, it's a million barbers throughout this area. You know, you can always go to another barber, bro. You ain't got to deal with me, you know. So that's how we move, brother. We don't put hands on no clients to get violent, you know, because that don't, look, man, how could I say this? violence, beef and business don't mix, man. Beef and business is two B's that don't mix. Like beefing with somebody and doing business. I say that on here all the time. It
You
don't
have
mix.
2 new text messages.
It don't mix, man. You know, beef and business don't mix. So it's like, why would I beef with somebody knowing that that's going to have an effect on my business? You know what I'm saying? Say you get down on somebody in the barber shop. You fuck them up real bad, excuse my French. Man, now you got to worry about this motherfucker coming back to the barber shop with a switch to do your ass in, or coming back with a gun or some niggas. You got to always be on, you know, watch mode. You know, you don't go, man, look, we don't beef with nobody. Now, if they put their hands on you, man, look, that's a whole different story. Man, as a man, look, I got to do what I got to do to you, man, because you just violated. Like, man, look, you put your hands on me, man, look, man, it's going, hey, that shit going to work the same way. Eye for an eye, tooth for tooth. But, nah, man, as a brother of peace, man, you try to prevent that, man. Look, man, you making money, man, you ain't got time to get caught up in those stuff where you getting violent with people, or you doing some, you know, you getting down on somebody. Like, man, look, we don't do that, man. Like, man, I used to tell my cousin that all the time. We used to be on the block back in the day, and them niggas would be hustling, and they'd be getting into it with motherfuckers. And I tell my cousin, look, man, beefing with a motherfucker don't mix with making money out here. Cause now y'all into it with niggas, you gotta go, man, you can't even be out on the block serving, cause you gotta, man, hide and hope a motherfucker don't come through and spray the block up, which they did. You know what I'm saying? My cousin, you know, he ended up getting shot the first time, man. That shit, man, look, man, to this day, man, you know, I don't hold grudges to people, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I understand the lifestyle that we was living. It wasn't right. But I still, you know, think about that and be like, damn, man, this nigga shot my cousin. You know, I see one of the niggas all the time, man, but I don't, you know, like I say, I'm not, like, man, look, the type of person I am, man, I'm a forgiving person. I understand that, you know, that's the lifestyle people was living, like getting into it. And, man, look, I'm not in that lifestyle anymore. I don't get into it with nobody, you know, because, like I say, we move different, man. When you making money out here and you know, man, you trying, look, man, I come in peace, man. Now, if you do something to me, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? If you want to, you know, if you want to play silly games, you know what I'm saying? You know, somebody might just end the game for you. I'm gonna just say that. But I'm not on that. Like, man, I tell a person in a minute, man, bro, I ain't on that, bro. I come in peace, bro. Now, like I say, unfortunately, when you out here moving, busting moves, and doing shit, you gonna hire assholes and stupid motherfuckers that gonna hate on you, ain't gonna like what you doing. Like I say, you avoid them motherfuckers by any means. You know what I'm saying? You try to avoid them, but man, look, if they, you know what I'm saying, what they say, you know, play for prizes, they win the big prize, you know what I'm saying? But as a man, you avoid situations at all costs. But if situations come your way, man, you gotta handle them accordingly, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just how we move, man. You know, and I've been instilling that in my nephew because he's been around me for a few months and a few days. And I just been telling him, man, look, you don't want to be a hothead out here. The hottest heads have the weakest minds. You know what I'm saying? People with the hot heads and the hot tempers have the weakest minds. They lose the battles. They end up in prison. They end up dead. You know what I'm saying? You got to strategically think and maneuver out here in order to maneuver well and right. You know, and that's what I do, man. I maneuver righteously, and I try to stay away and avoid conflict, because when you making money, conflict and beef don't mix. You got to be smart. You know what I'm saying? Man, look, a lot of people talk shit about Charleston White. I don't, man, because that's a smart ass little nigga, man. The nigga, look, man, it's like, man, the man went to jail for murder. They didn't kill the white man. You know what I'm saying? The man went to jail for murder. Now, he did the most heinous crime you can ever commit. You know what I'm saying? And you know how that motherfucker deal with people now? Man, look, man, he say he call the police on their ass. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say I hate, but I wouldn't call the police. I hate calling the police because I don't like, you can call the police and they'll try to arrest you. I've been in situations like that before. Well, I've called the police and they wanted to arrest me. And I had to call the police because, man, look, I didn't want to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Strategic move, But I don't like the police in my business and affairs. But I can understand where that man come from. You know what I'm saying? Man, look, call the police, man. You know what I'm saying? Get this motherfucker out the way before you kill him. You know what I'm saying? That's his mentality, man. It's 2025, man. You know what I'm saying? Niggas living by the, I'm a street nigga, I don't snitch, which I ain't gonna say I'm a street nigga anymore. I'm a civilian, but I don't believe in telling on people, Calling the police, man, to save your own ass from a motherfucker trying to get you jammed up, that's a strategic move. You know what I'm saying? It's like, are you trying to get me jammed up? Let me get you jammed up. Or let me flip this shit on you. So, you know what I'm saying? Because, it's like, man, police came, they want to lock me up. It's like, man, I'm the one called you stupid motherfuckers. Like, I don't like to put the police in my business, man. I'm going to just say that. But, as far as Charleston White, man, I can see why he do what he do. Man, you got to be smart out here about shit. Man, look, I'd rather put them people on you than me kill your ass and I go to jail for life for doing something dirty to you, for you doing some bullshit. For you being on some hating ass shit. You know what I'm saying? For you being on some crash out shit with me. You know what I'm saying? Before I smoke your ass or I do something bad to you that's going to cost me my life, I'd rather just put the local authorities on you and let them handle you. You know what I'm saying? Smart way to do things, man. You know what I'm saying? People hate Charleston White for that. But, man, look, man, you got to be smart out here, man. It's about moving correctly and intelligently. Now I'm gonna just tell you, man, I don't like calling the police, man. I'm not a police caller ass nigga. But, man, if it's a situation where I'm finna get my ass booked, I'm not too tough to say, hey, man, let me flip the script on this shit and, man, reverse this whole program and play the motherfucking victim. You know what I'm saying? Because this motherfucker started this shit. Now they see a motherfucker get down on them. They want to call the police on you. Nah, man. We ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? You start some shit with me, and then you see a motherfucker, you see a real nigga come out you start some shit with me, then you see a real nigga come out the bag. You know what I'm saying? Then you want to go call the police on me. He did that, man. Look, to me, that's some cat and mouse bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I don't get people that do that, man. That's why I say, man, it's a lot of sucker shit going on out here in the world, man. You got to stay hater free and sucker free, man. That's some suck ass shit, man. A nigga do some dirty shit to you, then you get down on their ass showing, man, hey, man, they got you fucked up. Then they want to call the police on you. Man, I ain't dealing with that shit no more. Like I say, man, we avoid sucker shit at all costs. And to me, that's the most suckerish shit I ever dealt with in my life, man. And then it puts you in a bad situation. Like I say, man, you don't like calling the police. But it's like, man, I'd rather call the police than get jammed up and let this dumbass retarded motherfucker put me in, get me locked up. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather reverse the situation to save my ass from this retarded motherfucker trying to jam me up after this retarded motherfucker that started this shit with me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I hate dirty motherfuckers who do shit like that, man. And as I always say, man, in life, this shit is chess, not checkers, man. And man, I can understand Charleston White, man. You know what I'm saying? The nigga, man, and did the most heinous crime, man. The nigga didn't kill motherfuckers. But you think that motherfucker wanna go back to jail over a retarded, stupid motherfucker? Nah. That nigga put them people on your ass, man. Send your ass to jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I get that shit, man. It's like, man, look, what's what I'd rather do? Do something dirty to this motherfucker and go to jail probably for the rest of my life, or send this motherfucker to jail for fucking with me or doing some bullshit to me, knowing that, man, this ain't that type of program. All right, man, I'd rather go with plan B, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, I don't want to be sitting in no motherfucking jail cell because I was too tough and not smart enough to know how to reverse the situation. You know what I'm saying? So I understand niggas, man, that do shit like that. You know, and do I like it? No. Do I like police being called, period? No. You know what I'm saying? Do I respect the police? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But, man, like I say, some of them motherfuckers don't know how to do their job. You know, they'll try to lock you up because they like the bitch you into it. You and your girl will be into some shit. A police will come. He might like your bitch and get you locked up for it. You know what I'm saying? He might get you locked up for it. You know what I'm saying? He might get you bumped. You know what I'm saying? For the shit that man, he might get you bumped because he like your bitch. Now you might be in jail. This nigga might be at your crib while you locked up. You know what I'm saying? Man, just whole shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, nah, man, I ain't playing them type of games. Man, look, bro, you can hide a bitch. I'm getting out of here. You can hide this hoe. She ain't shit but a hoe anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, man, look, one thing about me, man, dealing with hoes, man, I let them go, man. When I know you on some hoe shit, man, I'm out of there. I ain't sticking around. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody sticking around with no hoes, man. A hoe will get your ass killed, locked up, put in bad situations. Like, you got to be smart when you're dealing with a hoe ass bitch, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'd rather walk away from them hoes, man. You know, I done walked away from a million hoes, man. You know what I'm saying? Me and my nephew was just laughing about that shit the other day. He like, man, I had to explain to him, man, look, when you dealing with a hoe ass bitch that do hoe shit, man, you can't stick around, man. You got to get up out of there, man. Let that bitch be a hoe, man. Because, excuse my French, y'all, for cursing. Because if you dealing with a woman that ain't right, she gonna have you fucked up, man. You know what I'm saying? If she doing all type of shit, lying, cheating, you know, just be, you know, treat her accordingly. You know what I'm saying? If she doing hoe shit, treat her like a hoe. You know what I'm saying? If she respectful and she loyal, you know what I'm saying? Man, you treat her accordingly, man. You treat her as a woman. You know what I'm saying? A queen. But if she do hoe shit, you gotta treat her like a hoe, man. Simple. No respect, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? Can't do nothing for a hoe, man. I'ma just tell you that. And niggas who out here doing shit for these hoes is fools, man. I'ma just say that, man. If you dealing with a hoe right now that sleep around on you, trick off on you, and you paying up bills, giving up money, you a motherfucking fool. Because guess what? It can be a nigga, man, she just like, man. Nigga might not have shit. He fucking her life out of her. And, man, ain't no telling what else he doing to her. And you paying all her bills, giving her all this money, and she just slutted out. Don't be no fool, man. You know what I'm saying? And I still at it, and my, you know, the kids and my nephews, I still at it in them too, man. Don't be no fool out here for no motherfucking woman. You know what I'm saying? Cause they're how you fucked up, man. So, like I say, man, police calling ass woman, man, you gotta reverse that shit on her, man, cause she'll get you jammed up. A nigga, man, anybody who call the police, like anybody who starts some shit with you, and then they see, man, look, they got you fucked up, and then they see that motherfucking real nigga come out of your ass, and then it scare them so bad to a point where they want to call the police and all that. It's like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Why you want to do that now when you started this shit? Like, man, I don't fuck with people like that, man. I get them the fuck out the way. Like, man, come on, man. Like, man, we done came too far in life to let some bullshit fuck us over. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going there, man. I'd rather just walk away from your ass. Like, man, I need peace in my life. Like, that's with anybody, man. I'm just talking in reference from the shit that I've been through over the years. Like, I talk about this on here all the time. I can remember back in 06, man. I was laying in the motherfucking crib, man. Me and this girl at the crib together. And, man, she called the people on me, lie. Just told me she was going to lie on me. Like, I'm going to get you locked up. I'm going to lie. And, man, God woke me up that night. Like, get up. Man, she had the whole suburb. I ain't going to say what suburb. I probably did on here already, but that whole suburb was looking for me that night because this bitch lied on me. You know what I'm saying? And I hid in the bush for shit till the sun came up. And I just was like, man, God, I get out of this shit, I'm done. I learned that day, man, that a woman can be treacherous, man. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't give a fuck about you when it come to their own shit that they got going on. You know what I'm saying? I had several situations like that's what's crazy, man. You would think you'll learn from one, but sometimes you give people the benefit of the doubt, like, man, all of them ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? But shit, one thing I learned about women, man, when a woman is going through an emotional situation, when they emotional and they vulnerable to bullshit, or they want that what shit they way, they say fuck you. They gonna do what the fuck they want, and it's like hell nah, shorty, you got me fucked up. So it's like you got to move around from that type of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? One thing about me, man, I tell people all the time, man, I'm a player, man. You know what I'm saying? When I see bullshit, man, I ain't finna stick around. I'm getting the fuck out of there. You know what I'm saying? Let somebody else deal with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't fucking around, man. Especially with no hoes, man. Look, man, I ain't gonna say I hate, because I don't hate nobody. But if it's close to hate, that's what it is. And hoes, they as close to hate as everything. Like, I do not like a hoish woman. Like, if you doing tricks for trades and you tricking off and you got a whole nigga at home, like, I don't even respect women like that. You know what I'm saying? Any woman like that, man, you know, you can't respect them. You know what I'm saying? And I've known a lot of women like that. Well, they got a good nigga at home, taking care of them, paying all the bills, giving them money. They at work while they ass, man, in a hotel somewhere sucking cock. You know what I'm saying? The man at home, the man at work, man, he didn't work 16-hour shifts. You know what I'm saying? And the woman in a hotel room sucking cock, man. I'm telling you, I done seen that shit several times in my life, man. You know. You know, I seen that shit several times in my life, man. You know, I've known several women like that. Like, have a whole motherfucking husband paying all the bills, taking care of the house, taking care of the family. And, man, the woman in the hotel sucking cock, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm going to tell y'all a story, man. I was dealing with one like that. Just took a DNA test, man. Thank God that baby wasn't mine, shit. Because, man, I ain't going to lie, man. That shit would have been fucked, man. You know. Messed with this girl back in, like, I don't even know what year it was. Like, 04, 05 or something. And, man, she was married. You know what I'm saying? You know, and she was, man, cheating on her husband. I didn't know she had a husband until the motherfucker came with a bouquet of flowers to the job one day. I'm like, damn, shorty, you ain't tell me you was married. Why you been fucking with me and you got a whole husband. You know what I'm saying? That's how scandalous these motherfuckers be at times, man. So the girl was married and shit. And I found out because her husband bought a bouquet of roses to the job. Like, I'm here to see my wife. I guess he fucked up or something. He probably was cheating too, who knows? But still, you know, he seemed like a good nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? They lived together, had a kids, a family. And his bride was, man, like I say, she was doing Dino in a hotel. And, man, that's when I realized, like, man, it's hard to trust women, man. It's hard to trust them. It's best to just be cool with them, friends with them, because having something serious going on with a woman, man, that's like that shit'll never work out, y'all. I'm just tell y'all, look, man, I'm telling y'all some real shit right now, man. Having a woman that's a liar, that do dinos, different dinos, don't care, just slut it out. That shit'll never work, man. You know what I'm saying? It'll never work, man. You know, so, man, let's take my advice, y'all. Be careful, man. Just friend these women, man. You know what I'm saying? Be friends with them. Don't be in a relationship with them. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, they be on some shit, man. You know, cheating, lying. Fucking around. You know what I'm saying? And who got time for that, man? You know. It's hard to find some real shit out here in the world, man. I'll just tell y'all that, man. As Chris Brown say, man, hoes ain't loyal, man. But other than that, man, like I say, y'all, man, just focus on the money, man. And focus on staying out the way, man. Because like I say, you dealing with a lot out here in the world. You dealing with jealous, bitch-ass, hating-ass niggas who emotionally distraught. You dealing with people that see you doing something they wish they could do or mad you doing. You know what I'm saying? You got motherfuckers that feel like you owe them shit. You know what I'm saying? You got motherfuckers, look, man, you got motherfuckers that's going on the internet. They feel like you owe them some shit or something. Talking crazy. Flashing, like, man, these niggas crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be talking crazy, man. Like, man, niggas be having emotional meltdowns on the internet. And it's like, man, look, man, them motherfuckers you gotta be careful of, man. You can't fuck with them. People that's always want to be, man, look, man, you gotta be careful with these motherfuckers that you dealing with, man. See, when you come from a real upbringing, man, and you come from some thorough backgrounds, you can see right through motherfuckers. Like, man, you can see what type of time niggas on, man. Niggas don't understand. You can see right through their ass, what type of shit they on. And them type of niggas, man, even if they your homies or you've been around, man, you gotta deal with them accordingly, man, because a lot of these niggas be having you fucked up, man. Like, especially niggas from the past. Like, nigga don't know, man, you a whole different person. Like, man, look, man, this ain't the same nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you thinking, but, man, this ain't that, bro. You know, this ain't that, man. That's all I'm saying, man. You know, you got shit fucked up. And, man, you gonna realize, man, when a motherfucker bad look, man, hey, man, it's all in love, man. You know what I'm saying? Nigga have to get down on a motherfucker. Hey, man. Motherfucker, hey, man, it's all in love, man. Just know that, man. Look, man. Motherfucker ain't gonna do you to a point where you might die around this bitch or nothing, but you might just get, man, a pumpkin head, man, for violating. You know what I'm saying? Being a hater. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I don't want to be that type of person, man. So what I do, man, when I'm dealing with people that's haters from the past, man, I just avoid them. Especially if I got love for them, man. Look, man, I love you, G. Like, it's all love, man. I ain't no hater. Look, man, if I can help you, I'll help you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not fucking with you because, man, I don't want to go to jail, man. You know, a lot of niggas is unhappy. It's the summertime. Niggas' pockets ain't where they need to be. Which I ain't gonna lie, mine ain't neither where I want them to be. But I'm not around this bitch miserable and unhappy. As a man, I'm out here handling my shit and, man, maintaining like I should. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of unhappy campers out here, man. And like I say, them unhappy motherfuckers, man. Man, look, them the dangerous motherfuckers, man. They'll trick you out this shit. I don't care who it is. Family, friend, foe. Like, I'm not dealing with no unhappy motherfuckers, man. This 2025, man. If you a miserable motherfucker, unhappy motherfucker, get away from me, man. I don't even want to be around you. If you a lying, cheating motherfucker, if you just a hoe, like a sucker, a hater, I don't want to be around you motherfuckers, man, in 2025. Like, this is 2025, man. I don't want to be around you motherfuckers, man. So guess what? I seek peace and refuge, man. I moved west. You know, I should have moved east, but I moved west. And man, I love it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I'm where the hate ain't. Man, look, I'm where you can't even, man, look, where I'm at, man, everybody happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the far southwest suburbs, man. Everybody's happy out there. You know what I'm saying? $1 million houses across the street. Like, man, look, I don't worry about nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? I just thank God, man. God has blessed me to be able to, you know, do this type of stuff. You know, to have good friends that help you out when you need it. You know, I've been blessed, man. So I don't deal with no motherfucking hate, man, and no motherfucking miserable motherfuckers of misery. I stay away from them people. Because them people will trick you out of this shit, man. Them people will hire you in a fucked up jam situation, man. You know, they'll steal from you. Lord forbid in your demise, you know, they'll take all your shit while you go. Like, man, I've realized, man, this is a cold, cold, dirty ass world, man. You know what I'm saying? I realized in the event of your demise, say if you checked out and died, niggas will take your shit and just, man, they'll do you dirty. That's all I'm gonna say, man. There's some dirty motherfuckers out here, man. I'm gonna just say that, man. That's all I'm gonna say, man. But it's all good, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, man. But one thing I say to y'all, man, just avoid negativity, avoid people that ain't right in your life, and seek peace, man, out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Fuck these dumb, retarded motherfuckers that's doing shit, especially shit that can alter your life or put you in a bad situation. You have to be smart. You got to outsmart them motherfuckers and move around from them. And when you do that, man, I'm going to tell you, man, you'll live in peace. But hey, man, that's my talk for the day, y'all, man. Look, subscribe to the YouTube channel, VELL the Barber. Hey, man, book me for your next haircut. I'm in the shop now. You know, waiting on a few clients. Hey, man, book me for your next DJ event. I got 2 gigs coming up this month. Hey, man, subscribe to the channel, man. Hey, man, that's my talk for the day, man. As always, man, I'm out. Stay hater free and stay sucker free, man. Peace.